Factor follow-up segment tonight. Arizona is a beautiful state. A lot of the land there is protected so we the people can enjoy it. Right on the border is the Buenos Aires National Wildlife Refuge, a great place to hike, take in some unique nature. But part of the park has now been closed because of border violence, which continues to plague the state of Arizona and other border places. Joining us now from Denver, Colorado, is the sheriff of Pinal County, Arizona, Paul Babeu, who is in Colorado on National Guard business. So, Sheriff, the park has been closed for some time, not the whole park, but you can't go in certain levels. So what I'm trying to get in my mind for people who don't live on the border is how bad the violence is on the border and how much it's intruding on American territory.
Well, it's affected clearly our way of life and our security. That when you have just last year alone 241,000 illegal immigrants who were apprehended by the Border Patrol, and that's just a small reflection of what really came through. And here, this wildlife refuge and also parts of my county, even though we're 80 plus miles from the border, all of the illegals that come through the unsecured border counties come up to Pinal County on their way to Metro Phoenix. And the government's reaction, both at the state and the federal level, has been, instead of deploying soldiers to the border to secure the border, is to erect these signs, warning our citizens that we can't even enjoy our beautiful environment.
As you know, I have been one of the leading proponents of the National Guard going to the border, and you're a member of the Guard, so you know how effective they would be if put down there and forced.
Absolutely.
But I want to know tonight how this intrusion in your county has affected quality of life. You know, people move to Arizona because they want to be outside. They want to enjoy the environment. This is the United States. You buy your house, you buy your land, and all of a sudden you have this tremendous intrusion. So how have things changed down there?
Well, even just, this is my second year as the elected sheriff of Pinal County, and we have seen even pursuits where an officer, a deputy, tries to stop a vehicle, and as most Americans, you'd pull to the side of the road and wait for the officer to approach the vehicle. 64 times in 1 month, just last month, these people took off, fled from our deputies at high rates of speed, intentionally causing traffic wrecks, running red lights, and nearly every time they're armed. And this has resulted in several people being killed, one of my deputies being injured, and that's just part of it.
All right,
We've
so
had one of my deputies 5 weeks ago that was shot and by drug smugglers. We had just this past weekend, we had 2 drug smugglers fighting it out in a gun battle with other drug smugglers and competing cartels, not on the border, in Pinal County, just south of Phoenix, and 2 people were killed there. So,
okay, so in May, 31 days, you had 2 pursuits a day by people intruding on the United States, not U.S. citizens, 2 a day, and all of them were armed. When you finally got them and got them over, putting everybody's life at risk, everybody on the road, your people, them, you finally have guns. All right, now this is a tremendous intrusion, and that's what I want to get across to the federal government who is watching tonight, and they watch the Factor, that this isn't some kind of thing about persecuting Hispanics or racial profiling. This is about life and death. That rancher down there, he got killed. His family had been ranching since 1900. And he's shot dead on his property after writing a note that says, if I'm shot dead, here's the reason why. And you still have a tremendous amount of people, Sheriff, as you know, in the country saying that you guys in Arizona are racist, you're doing this and the other thing. How do you react to that?
Well, just as my deputy, who is out in a remote part of my county doing his job, and we had 6 drug smugglers who were armed with assault rifles, AK-47s, that ambushed him from 2 different positions, trying to fire in on him to kill him. And to have this kind of lawlessness, violence deep in the heart of our state, foreign people that are here in America, and we can't even secure our border, yet our nation, we can fight and win wars, liberate countries. What does it say about our country that we can't even secure our international border? It's really shameful.
All right, Sheriff, very well put, and we appreciate you taking the time.